Good afternoon, Smart Trucking. So Nick and I are at the truck this afternoon. Gorgeous, gorgeous fall day. It certainly doesn't feel like we're approaching the middle of November because the weather's been just absolutely glorious here in God's country anyway. What do I know? I'm expecting a visit from the Lettuce King tomorrow. So that should be an interesting and a great visit. We've talked a ton over the phone and email and texting back and forth for some time. We're actually going to get together for an in-person visit tomorrow. So that should be interesting. So if you have any particular questions or any messages I could pass on to LK himself, just pop them in the comments below. And I'll try to keep track of them and run them by him tomorrow. So I'm really looking forward to the visit. It'll be good to see him. One thing I want to touch on for a minute or so now is a lot of you folks have been sending Nick and I emails and messages and so on with condolences and make sure we're looking after ourselves and so on. But one thing we haven't done is in reverse to see how you folks are doing. Someone left me a message, I think it was in the comments a couple of weeks ago, and it really stood out in my mind. They said, they wished us well and hoped, that we were going to be okay and so on, but they said that they were grieving along with us, with the loss of Dave. And I thought, wow, and that's, I think, when it really started to hit me, how a lot of you said that you felt like you had lost a friend. And that's pretty amazing that someone's personality could come through in videos, so much so that you felt like you actually knew the person. But I think Dave was that kind of person. And in the videos, yeah, I think that was definitely the case. I mean, when he was trying to help people and he was personable anyway. And so I'm glad to know that really came across. And anyway, this is a checkup on you guys to know how you're doing. That everything's doing fine. So if you just want to leave a comment down below, I'd love to hear what's going on in your world. And just a quick word, keep the emails coming and the comments and the suggestions for the types of videos that you would like to see from Nick and I in the future. We've got some really good ideas. We're working on refurbishing our studio and our live stream station right now. So that's what we've got going on in the works. So the truck is our studio for right now. And the other thing that I want to do is to tell you a little story. Actually, I was telling Nick the other day this story, and he said, well, that's definitely one that you should do in an upcoming video. So Dave and I were on a run. It was in the States. It was, I think it was somewhere, probably Illinois, Michigan. It was a regional trip. And there was a fellow in another truck. I want to say it was the Lettuce King. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, let's say it was the Lettuce King. And, excuse me, we had stopped at a truck stop and had a quick dinner, jumped back in the trucks, and we were headed back toward Toronto. And a little while had gone by, an hour and a half, and the other driver had said, gee, I picked up a bunch of chocolate bars at the truck stop. You guys want one? And I go, oh yeah, because, right, I'm bored, I want to eat or whatever. And I said, now you tell me. I said, why didn't you give it to me at the truck stop? He goes, oh, no problem. So he gets in the lane beside us, and I'm in the passenger seat, of course, and Dave's driving, and this guy is beside us. So they get the trucks lined up in unison, windows down. And the guy whips this chocolate bar across I don't know, it was an O. Henry or whatever it was. And this thing bounced above Dave's head. It hit the back here. It hit the windshield. It ricocheted all over the inside of the truck. I just thought that was hilarious. But he really gave it the heave-ho, I guess, because he thought he was going to miss. But he fired it really hard. But anyway, I thought that was pretty funny. So be sure to look for another upload within the next couple of days after my visit with the Lettuce King. We're going to try to coerce him into having a short cameo appearance with me. Hopefully here out at the truck too, and maybe we'll get him to fire up the truck. So in typical smart trucking fashion, I will close out this video with stay safe, keep the rubber side down, and I'll see you on the back haul.